Hola Aquariuses, this is a compatibility reading for you if you're dating an Aquarius or you're potentially thinking about dating an Aquarius. Keep in mind this is a general reading. I'm concentrating on sun signs, so make sure you factor in someone else's other signs in their chart. This doesn't have a timeline to it. You can look at it anytime from now until eternity, or when YouTube and Vimeo go out of business, I guess. When you view it is when you're meant to see it. I'm doing it in order of the most views of my videos of all time. So Aquariuses happen to be the people that are the ones that view my videos the most. So I'm doing theirs first, and all 12 sun signs in addition for their compatibility. Blah. Check my playlist often for other signs, or make sure you subscribe. The first portion of this video is going to be the main cards that I'm going to lay out, and I will go over them very clearly and concisely. The second portion will be the bonus clarifiers, which you can purchase in Vimeo. I'll post the link. Just go ahead and click below to purchase that, the link below to purchase it. Also, this reading resonates with you, consider a personal reading. I can do compatibility readings of all kinds, or just look into someone you're interested in. I was trying to think if there was something else, because I feel like I forgot something, but I didn't. Oh yeah, this rates, your compatibility for this actually isn't the greatest. It actually rates as good, so you'll see that. So let's get started. Can you please show me the contribution that an Aquarius would have in a relationship with another Aquarius? The Sun card in reverse, okay? Can you show me what the Aquarius partner would their contribution be to the relationship? We have the Seven of Pentacles in the upright. Can you please show me the foundation or the basis of this relationship? Foundation or the basis for this relationship? What is the foundation of this relationship? Foundation, please, for this relationship. Okay, the foundation for this relationship is the Five of Cups in the upright. It's funny, it always seems to be the same theme in the foundation. What lies between you, for better or worse, we have the Four Cups in the upright. All right, this isn't really surprising to me. And then moving forward, we have the Judgment card in reversed, okay? All right, so let me just tell you one of the things, just generally in dating another Aquarius. You guys, you would think that if you were the same sign, it would be perfect. That's not really the case, okay? Usually when we date our same signs, it's good, but it's not the greatest that it could be. And the reason why is we're so much like the other person. And sometimes that can just be kind of weird. It can be a little bit unsexy, okay? In the case of you guys, with two Aquariuses dating, it's like you guys are best friends, but that puts an effect on the love dynamic, the romance dynamic, the sex dynamic, okay? Because it's like you guys are really good friends, and then it's like, okay, it's kind of weird, like two friends dating, you know? Not even like friends with benefits. It just could kind of get to that tone, okay? So I just wanted to just throw that out there so that you know that and you're prepared for it. And we'll go through the things you need to work on, the strengths and the weaknesses in the relationship, okay? So here we start off with the Sun card in regards to you guys and your contribution to the relationship. And this is sort of what I was talking about. The Sun card is a really positive card to have. Everything's great. It's happiness. But when it's in the reverse, it's kind of like things aren't as great as they could be, okay? And this is kind of setting the tone for this reading. So you know there's potential for it to be really great, but it's almost like you're not totally fulfilled. You're not totally gratified. You feel like something's missing almost in this relationship. It's almost like you guys are having conversations of, God, we do this and we do that, and we have this in common and that in common, so why do I feel like, like something's missing, okay? So that's kind of what's going on with you guys over here. Over here with Aquarius number 2, or your partner, we have the Seven of Pentacles. So they're fine with kind of working. I feel like they're actually sensing what's going on too. They're feeling the same thing that you're feeling, but with them, they're fine about putting the work into it, okay? They're fine about, okay, so things seem a little bit off, but maybe we'll get there eventually. Maybe if we kind of are patient and we put the work into this, then we'll be successful as a couple. We'll see a return on this investment, is what I like to say for that card, okay? And that's what they're kind of doing, and they're kind of, gently putting the water into the plant, watching it grow, kind of assuring you, we'll figure this out over time. I know it's not as good as it can be, but, we can figure it out. Down here, for the root of the relationship, or the basis of the relationship, I feel like the two of you are together because you came from a place of loss. You came from a place of sorrow and disappointment. It could have been in a previous relationship or just in general. So you guys are very relatable in that sense. You both have commonality from where you came from, and really like a terrible loss. For some of you, you might have actually, there might have been a death. You might have lost somebody, and you guys can relate on that level. So there's that commonality there, that foundation that you guys really know what loss is about, and you know what it feels like to lose somebody, whether it's physically lose somebody or in a relationship. And I do feel like that's something that you guys share, and that's how you guys kind of bond, and that's your foundation. Now, what lies between you, for better or worse, we have the Four of Cups in reverse. So, sort of what we were talking about here, but now we're talking about it more here. The Four of Cups in reverse is like, you know something has to change, but you don't know how to go about changing it. And you just kind of, you hang out in limbo, you're just kind of waiting, you're hoping something's going to come up and tell you how to do things. It can be about, not talking about feelings, so locking up, repressing your feelings, locking up feelings, and as a result, nothing changes. There's no action, nothing, it's lack of action, nothing's kind of moving forward, nothing is bettering itself. Okay, so one of you is going to have to take the reins here and say, this relationship isn't, I feel like something's missing. How do you feel about it? Well, what do you think's missing? Well, what do you think we can do? You think we can make a date night? You think we can, and kind of come together figuring out how to get that missing piece of the puzzle that I think you guys don't have, okay? Now, moving forward, we have the Judgment card in reverse. So now moving forward, I feel like if this doesn't get resolved here, what happens as you guys move forward is you start thinking, well, maybe we shouldn't have done this. You start judging, and you start saying to yourself, well, maybe I didn't learn from past mistakes. Maybe, just coming up with these things and starting to wonder if this is really where you should be at. I keep on wondering if you did the right thing. I think the two of you will have a conversation, because there's weaknesses in your relationship, and I don't really feel like you guys kind of know how to go about working on these. So, I don't know, some of you might want to get into relationship counseling, or, look into resources or what have you. But I almost feel like here, as you guys move forward, you're almost at a loss. And it's not the worst thing in the world. I just feel like you guys come to a cul-de-sac. You come to an ending at the road, and you're trying to figure out, like, what went wrong, and, was it wrong to begin with? Should we have been better off as friends is one of the conversations that might come up, okay? But, I have all the faith that you guys will work through it, but I haven't pulled clarifiers on this yet, so I can't be 100% sure. So on that note, I'm going to leave this. If you want to join me in Vimeo, we can pull clarifiers, and I'll go over this a little more in depth and kind of figure this out. Just click on the link below. Or again, if you'd like to consider a personalized reading, just hit me up with email, and we can work that out. Otherwise, good luck to you Aquariuses who are with a Aquarius partner. Adios from Veronica Garnett. Adios.